And as we head into the new year, you might be looking to improve your financial health. And this year, that challenge comes amid rising interest rates and inflation. So how do you keep up? Michael Gapin, the head of U.S. economics at Bank of America Global Research, is here with some tips for us on how to manage our finances in the new year. Michael, thanks for coming on. Let's just start with your key points. Given the context of the Fed expected to raise interest rates even more and inflation still sky high, what are your top tips for managing your money in 2023?
Right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. And yes, it's likely to be a much more challenging year. As you mentioned, the economy did well last year, but it came with a lot of inflation. And therefore, the Federal Reserve and other central banks around the world are raising interest rates to slow down the economy and to reduce inflation. That's likely to mean asset prices fall, so equity markets have declined. We're seeing declines in home prices nationally, so consumers are likely to feel less wealthy, and the labor market is likely to become much more challenging in 2023. Fewer job openings, less bargaining power. So I think the general term I would say is belt tightening. Expect your employer to be more conservative about how they manage their business this year. Households should think about how they're spending and saving as well in what's likely to be a more challenging environment.
And what about recession fears? What can we expect to see in 2023? And what does that mean practically for your average American household?
You know, the dreaded R word. I do think it's likely that the U.S. will experience some kind of recession in 2023. I think by historical standards, it's likely to be viewed as mild. Certainly, we're not looking at something like the 08-09 downturn. This is the Fed just trying to slow the economy down to let supply catch up. So I do think we're in for a rough patch in the economy, maybe higher unemployment rates. And again, I just think the households have pulled the saving rate to all-time lows. The saving rate for households right now is below 3%. So I think the main thing to do is maybe think about your spending patterns, maybe seek a higher savings rate and build up a financial cushion as you move through 2023.
Now, despite these rate hikes and recession warnings, the job market has been notoriously strong for job seekers the past couple of years. But you say that's likely to change in 2023?
That's right. I mean, it has been, by any definition, an extraordinarily strong labor market. And even at this point in time, we're adding over 270,000 jobs per month, which are blowout numbers in any kind of recovery. But the Fed is saying, look, that's wage growth is too strong. The labor market is too tight. It's helping contribute to strong inflation. So the Fed's trying to kind of reduce labor demand, which is likely to mean fewer job openings in a more challenging labor market. So the goal of Federal Reserve policy is to slow down the domestic economy, and that usually weakens labor markets at the same time.
And what about home prices? Is 2023 a good year to buy or rent?
Yes, well, home prices came out again this morning. They fell for the fourth consecutive month. We do think home prices nationally could be down 5 to 10% this year. Some areas may even see larger declines. So affordability should improve as the year goes on, but we've had tremendous increases in home prices during the pandemic. Interest rates, mortgage rates have moved higher. Right now, affordability is quite low. It should get better over time. In the rental market, I think the rate of increase in rent should slow, but I wouldn't look for rent prices to necessarily come down. So maybe over time, affordability will shift back to the single family buyer market, but it's going to take a good 6 to 9 months for that to happen.
All right, Michael Gapin, we appreciate you coming on. Great tips. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.